In the grey sprawl of London's East End, where the Thames whispered secrets to the fog-shrouded docks, 17-year-old Irma lived in a cramped council flat with her aunt. They had fled Lithuania a decade ago, chasing the promise of anonymity in a city that swallowed stories whole. Irma's parents had died in a house fire when she was 7, a tragic accident, the report said. But Irma knew better. She had seen the flames in her dreams ever since, licking at the edges of her mind, and sometimes, in the haze, a small hand holding something bright. It started small, this pattern of hers. Back in Vilnius, after the fire, she was shuffled between relatives who whispered about her difficult nature. At school, when a teacher scolded her for daydreaming, Irma decided the woman was bad. Not just strict, malevolent, plotting to expose her secrets. She wove a web of rumors and forged notes until the teacher was isolated, her authority gone. The knot in Irma's chest loosened. It was protection. If she struck first, no one could hurt her. The pattern followed her to London like a shadow. In her comprehensive school, Irma was unremarkable, pale skin, dark red hair falling to her back, green eyes that darted like trapped birds. She made friends easily at first, her Lithuanian accent exotic. But someone always challenged her, a girl questioning her stories, a boy refusing notes. They became threats. She orchestrated their downfall, whispers, anonymous texts, social media poison. It wasn't malice. It was survival. This year, the target was Maya. Maya was new, transferred from Manchester mid-term. Tall, black with long blonde hair and a laugh that cut through the cafeteria din, she played football on weekends and always sketched in the margins of her notes, quick, confident lines of players' mid-kick or city skylines. In psychology class, during a debate on defense mechanisms, Irma argued that everyone hid their true selves to survive. Maya countered calmly, but sometimes hiding just traps you in your own lies. Her eyes met Irma's, steady. No deference. Just truth. That night, in her narrow bed, the flat's walls pressing in, Irma decided Maya was bad, unpredictable, destructive. It was precise at first, confiding twisted rumors to mutual friends, an anonymous account posting cropped screenshots framing Maya as a bully. Whispers spread, she got kicked out of her last school for harassment. Invites dried up, lunch tables filled before Maya arrived. But Maya didn't crumble. She confronted Irma after class one rainy afternoon, voice low. "You seem really on edge lately. Whatever's going on with you, this isn't the way." Irma's heart raced. Validation. Aggressive. Mocking. She smiled thinly. "I have no idea what you mean." The pattern demanded more. Irma hacked Maya's accounts, predictable passwords, found old flirtations, and forwarded them anonymously to stir backlash. Then, escalation, a burner phone for threats, people know what you did. Watch your back, and photos of her flat door. Maya panicked, posted about stalking. Friends rallied, suspicion turned outward. Irma felt the web tightening, but convinced herself it was Maya doing it. She needed to end the threat. At first, she told herself she was just checking routines, for safety. Observing from afar. One sleety evening, she accidentally bumped into Maya outside the station. "You look stressed," Irma said, feigning concern. "Want to talk? You mentioned anxiety once." Maya hesitated, then nodded. In a dingy cafe, steam rising from chipped mugs, she opened up, the recent breakup, parental pressure, loneliness in a new city. She admitted struggling with sleep, needing meds. And, quietly, "Sometimes I feel like everyone's against me." She even showed Irma a sketch, her old Manchester team, mid-celebration. That was Irma's line. Mocking her. Stealing her pain. Bad. Dreams returned, flames devouring her home, parents' screams morphing into Maya's laugh. Irma woke convinced Maya had unearthed her past. The compulsion surged. One foggy evening, she waited in the alley behind Maya's building. When Maya emerged from a late study session, Irma stepped out. "We need to talk. Properly." Maya froze. "Stay away from me." She backed away, fumbling for her phone. Irma lunged, grabbing her arm, not to hurt, just to make her listen. Maya yanked free, stumbling into the street. Tires screeched. A delivery van swerved too late. The impact was a sickening thud, Maya's body crumpling, her sketchbook skittering across the pavement. Irma slipped into the fog as screams erupted. The pattern whispered, "Self-defense." Maya was bad. She would have destroyed you. But in the days after, as police appeals flickered and whispers turned to her name, horror unfolded inward. Irma barricaded herself, mirrors showing a hunted stranger. Maya's ghost lingered, a laugh in the wind, long blonde hair in shadows, sketches of flames where there were none. Nights blurred into hallucinations, Maya at the bed's foot, hair singed, whispering, "I wasn't bad. You made me that way." Irma clawed her arms, but the cold coil inside only tightened, then frayed. Police came, tracing her digital trail. In the stark interview room, questions turned to her past. The Veal News fire, officially accidental. But inconsistencies emerged, a 7-year-old outside, unharmed, traces of accelerant on discarded clothing. Irma stared at the table. It hadn't been an accident. Memory flooded back, the tantrum, parents arguing, sending her to bed. Forbidden matches from the drawer. A child's rage, one strike, one flame tossed at curtains to punish them. Panic, door slammed, legs carrying her into snow. She had started it. Killed them. Confession came in fragments, then a flood. Not self-defense, they'd never been bad. Just flawed. But guilt twisted outward, everyone else the threat, because truth would burn her alive. As they led her away, station mirrors reflected the girl from Veal News, pale, dark red-haired, eyes like trapped birds finally still. The pattern broken, the coil turned to ash. The flames had claimed their final victim, the illusion that kept her alive.